Good evening. We're fixing to get into this hobby box. My Topps order came in. So pretty excited. This is the 40th anniversary of Garbage Pail Kids. Can't believe I lived this long to see this of all things. Here's the back of the box if you haven't seen it. It has a big logo on it, looking really good here. First thing I noticed when I got this box, it's very light. Very light. Almost like there's almost nothing in this thing. Then I was reading on it, and I didn't know this. There's 8 packs and 5 cards per pack. So there's only 40 possible cards that come out of this. So I did notice that 40 cards, 40th anniversary of Garbage Pail Kids. I don't know if that's why they went with 40 cards, but it's super ridiculous. Let's get in here and see what came in here. Notice this box does say hobby on the side here. So that's something to note. Should say 2025 on the bottom. Anyway, let's get in here. So this is the only one I bought. This is the only one I'm going to buy as far as boxes go. I have a horrible track record when it comes to, as the kids call them, hits. They didn't used to call them hits when I started collecting. This is a new term. But anyway, as far as hits, as they call them, I have a horrible luck with that. But as I understand it, hobby boxes come with, I believe, at least 1 hit. So let's get in here and check it out. This is what it looks like right when you open it. There's 8 packs. I mean, it looks pretty cool there, I guess. But you got to understand, after taxes, I paid $95 for this. $95. There's only 5 cards per pack. Another thing before we get messy, I noticed there's different characters on each pack. There's the Bommy. Man, I sort of want to keep this one for the old collection, but I won't. All right, let's get in here and see what these are. We're going to open every pack. All right, start back here, do my little method of doing this. Pucker, remember, pucker it. This one has sort of a messy tear. All right. So when I bought these, I had no idea there was going to be a cheap toy wacky package in there. That's, this is news as of last week. I probably would have bought more. All right, first thing, I am noticing something weird here. First one is Odd Todd. Obviously, an OS2 character has the 40th logo. I'm not going to do this for every card, but this is my first card I've pulled. So, yeah, so it feels like it's less quality than Chrome. It doesn't have the sheen. You can see it right there. They don't have the sheen like Chrome does. It's like it's missing that layer on top. Not that I give a shit, but just something to note. It's also thinner. Next one, Hurt Kurt. And so this must be a plate. Stupid fucking plates. One of the dumbest collectibles of all time. So this is probably going to be the lame hit. I told you guys, I have the worst luck with hits. A stupid fucking plate. Oh my God. Piece of crap. Next one is this card, Clark Dwayne, obviously, in green. So I guess Topps expects us to buy so many of these that we would put together these different sets of parallels. And knowing that each pack has 5 cards, you do a little bit of math there, a little bit of number. Oh, this one opened very cleanly. I am going to open these cleanly for myself. Because again, I'm not planning on buying any more of these, and I want some for the old collection. Especially since they come with different characters on them. Okay, next pack. We're in the second pack of 8. Is Disgusting Justin. Creepy Carol. There's just nothing to write home here. This one is a new design of Dynamite. An OS6 character. There's that one. So if you're just joining me, I'm pretty sure I just pulled the only hit that I'm going to have. It happens to be a plate. A stupid metal plate. Like, what the hell is anyone supposed to do with a plate? What a dumb collectible that is. It just makes no sense. To me, it's almost like a sketch card. What's lamer, a plate or a sketch card? Definitely a plate. but sketch cards are pretty close. I'm talking about as a collectible. Next pack, we're in pack number 3. Cyclops, a lot of OS2. Naturally, that's, you know, one of the best ones. Okay, so I came to a German one, obviously. That's interesting. So I guess there's going to be some foreign ones in there. I guess I need to be paying attention to the banners. Haven't been doing that. Let's just backtrack real quick. Yeah, so okay. I kind of knew I hadn't seen something like that before. But anyway, so this is a German one. A lot of people don't know, but you know, Garbage Pail Kids were made all around the world. I mean, just, you would not believe how many countries had these, and they all come with different banners and, you know, different translations, obviously, for their children. Anyway, so here we go. Patty Putty. Some of these might be some higher level hits, but I'm not going to be able to know or tell you or recognize them in a live stream. Okay, next one. These packs are opening pretty well. They are sort of tearing along the edge. I've noticed, like, losing a little bit of the foil. Okay. This one has a number at the bottom, so that's something to note. It says, I believe it says 67 of 99. Notice that is not a solid blue. It's got sort of a modeling to it. So that's interesting. Maybe a drool border. I'm just kind of making something up as I go. This one is let's see, is this Italian, I believe? Pretty sure Scorbins is Italian. Okay, yeah, there you go, on the back, Italian. Italian flag on the back. Got Rap and Ruth on the mark. Bullseye. All right. Got 4 packs to go. We're at the midway point. Going through a hobby box of 40th anniversary of Garbage Pail Kids. I can tell you right off the bat, this is a completely different experience. Of course, it's a different experience than 30th. I would say it's better than 35th. I'll give them that. It's a little improved. 35th was very underwhelming. Oh, God, look. Look. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, so that's a good moment. Like, yeah, I really needed a good moment. I mean, I had a great day, obviously. I pulled this, but I don't know. It's been a couple hours since I had a good moment. So this is really nice to see this in a pack. So unfortunately, that probably means I'm not going to be pulling a gold, obviously. I'm not going to be pulling any other colors. So this is my one cheapy toy. But I'm very happy I got to pull that during 40th anniversary myself. Because, you know, I'm going to have to buy the other ones probably on eBay. Now, we do have a cat in our group who's selling a gold one. Currently, I think the bid's up at $40. So, not sure if that's a good deal or not. I don't think anyone knows. I would think it would be, though. All right, keep getting these weird border ones. I guess I am seeing green as we go. Seems like every pack has a green. Okay, yeah, I'm still spinning out over this. I'm going to just take a little second to see if I can see comments. Because I see a lot of people watching, but I cannot see comments. I'm very sorry about that. Yeah, I can never see comments, unfortunately. So yeah, that is such a good little find there. By the way, I just sold this box to one of our members about 10 minutes ago. So that's the box you're getting, by the way, bud. Beautiful. Has a little crease there. Not bad, though. For a cheap toy box, look at that. Okay, here we got 3 packs to go. Let's go ahead and get in the Nasty Nick. Trying to catch my breath here. I tell you, man, y'all saw it. You know, we opened all these cards, right? These are cards we've seen a million fucking times. And what happened when we got to this one? You tell me. Like in your own mind, what happened when we got to this one? That's the best card. Aesthetically, the best card. Originality, the best card. The most striking visual impact, the best card. Or maybe that's just because I've seen these other ones my whole entire life. My goodness. Will we ever get tired of seeing these cards? Is there something wrong with us? Now this is a later series, so Fungus, you know, maybe hasn't wore out his welcome. Here's a, pretty sure this is going to be a Mexican Mysterious, or however you say it. Okay. I do kind of love that Topps, I do love that Topps is recognizing these foreign ones. I've always wondered how involved Topps, I'm talking about the Brooklyn Topps company, was in all these different countries when they were making these. Like how were they communicating with Mexico, for example? Like how were they involved with Bikini Kun in Japan, right? So I've always wondered that, and it's very cool to me that in 40th anniversary, well, actually this is the third time they've done something like this where they've done a callback to foreign sets. They did it during 2014's Bikini Kun. They also did it in a midway point with atom bombs from around the world. Speaking of which, I have not run into an atom bomb. I thought there was going to be a bunch of atom bombs in here. Didn't you guys see like a checklist and there's like a ton of atom bombs? So yeah, I'm a little weirded out about that. Okay, down to 2 packs. Each pack has 5 cards. I could swore one of these had 6. That's interesting. Just kind of noticing the back on that. I guess we could go back and look at the backs. Okay, Fran Ryan. Ada Bomb. She's one of my all-time favorite, definitely top 10, maybe top 5 characters of all time. I just love that Pound came back on the final card, number 620, made a black female atom bomb character, Ada Bomb. Supposedly the wife of Atom Bomb, according to Luis Diaz in Flashback 1. If you've ever seen his Flashback 1, Where Are They Now, Atom Bomb, he actually marries Ada Bomb, and they have a biracial family. You know, little mixed children. All right. Which is way more interesting facts than these actual fucking cards that we've seen a million times, right? Here's this last one that had that back on. I guess they want us to scratch this, but I'm not. Unless I'm going to be the winner of something. That'd be nice. So I guess I'm supposed to imagine myself in this, holding a mask. Okay. Down to the last card here. Leaky Lindsay. Who's a cheap toy character, by the way. All right. Yeah, so we hit the big one on the first pack, which, by the way, if you notice, when I opened this thing, I shuffled them. So go back and rewatch. I shuffled them. This should have been the last pack, but I shuffled them. Kind of, I didn't mean to do that, though in the moment I was like, wait, I probably messed something up. So my hit was in the last pack is what I'm saying. It should have been the last pack. Okay, so last pack. This one. This one I'm trying to skip to because I'm noticing it has some numbers down here. So out of 99, this character, brand new Series 3. Okay, Bustin' Dustin, and just a bunch of cards we've seen a million times. So pretty cool. So I'm going to kind of wrap this up. So we pulled a plate. Great, a plate. Oh, wow. Now what? You know what I mean? The best card is obviously this one. I mean, it just stands out. Just it's the coolest thing here. But other than that, did pull a few cards that had some numbers on them. They're kind of lost in the sauce here. But other than that, pretty cool. Okay, so I guess these are decades. Yes, the 1980, 2010s. Here's the 1980s. I don't want to sit here and do this, but so that's cool. You guys saw the foreign ones. We got a few of those. I think we got a German one somewhere. Notice I'm not taking too care of these cards. These will never be graded. Okay, I'm never gonna grade these. They're not going anywhere unless I sell them to someone. It's no big deal. When you have this shit, this is no big deal. Like, honestly, come on. Like, I think I care about some little cards. Retail cards. But yeah, pretty cool. I definitely will be collecting this one. You know, not too heavy, but casually. Well, guys, we'll hope you enjoyed that. I did. It was a good experience. But you know, I paid $95 for this experience, and yeah, I mean, I guess I got my money's worth. Yeah, we could look at the backs. I don't want to look at all the backs. Let's do this. Let's do a messy flip. As cringe as that was. The corners, Russ, you're killing the corners. Yeah, so kind of came back to the best one. So yeah, this must be just some puzzle. Yeah, obviously a puzzle of a character Dead Ted, I guess. That I don't see much else of. Got a few checklists here and there. Yeah, I feel bad or whatever for whoever is going to buy so many of these that you would actually piece together multiple sets and parallel sets. I can't imagine how much money that's going to cost you, and a lot of aggravation. All right, guys. Well, I'll see you around, okay? Hope you guys get your box in. Yeah, my dude was late today, and then I was like, well, like I got here about 4, and I was like, I'll just wait until a better time to go live. After everyone's had supper, basically. Yeah, I think I'll end on this. I think the best part of this release, besides the cheap toy one, I think the packs, man, actually. I like the packs. You know, a lot of variety. Adam looks really good on there. I'll give him that. Yeah. Still am very confused about where the atom bombs are, though. I thought, maybe I misread something, but I thought this was mostly Atom Bomb Reimagined. Again, if you were answering me, I cannot read it. I see people in here, but you're probably answering me. I can't even fucking read it. So, yeah, I'm an idiot. I don't know. But anyway, I didn't get any atom bombs, so I don't know what's going on there. It's not a big deal. I was just wondering. All right, guys. We'll see you around. At least we got that good one. And good luck when you get your box, if you ever get a box. And Russ Van out. Cheapy toy. Let's get a good view of that. Yes.